Hello, everybody. I am Wang Stephanie from Cameroon, and I have been here for 6-7 days for a sales retreat at DOHA, organized by Dr. Stephen Akintayo. And I am into real estate, precisely land banking. And I actually got into land banking because of Dr. Stephen himself. So that's why each time he organizes a program, I always make sure I'm there, because when you attend, you always learn something that's going to take you forward in your business. Actually, my experience here in Doha has taught me a lot, both physically, as in from my observation, and what we've had as lectures so far. And right from the very beginning, we learned that in business, communication is very, very important. The way you communicate is going to determine how your customers are going to react to your business. Either they're going to stay or you're going to bring in more clients. And also, we've learned that as leaders or as business owners, we need to be professional. And we need to set systems that we ourselves, like we who set them, are not above the system. So a company or an organization is supposed to have a system that is going to, put in place cultures that to be followed by every person in the organization. So learning that has also made me understand that you, as a leader, you're not exempted from practicing those cultures, and you're not exempted from being punished in case you default. We also learned that as a leader, you have to, have an altar where you actually go there to pray, and then you could study and actually alter things, like bring innovation into your company. And you're not just to do that alone. You have to bring in your team, maybe your close team. I could call it disciples, just like Christ had. So you have to also bring in your team to that close, like to that altar, so that you people can actually brainstorm and see what to add to the company and how to take it forward. And we've also learned a lot. Like, it was actually a diverse and a very practical, and let me say a real situation, because it got to the point where we also learned that as people who are not married, or as married couples, you should be able to bring your spouse up to your level. That's if you're higher than your spouse, so that it should be able to solve or actually completely eliminate conflict in the family. So there's just a lot I've actually learned. And if you're a business person that you have always been wanting to move forward in your career, even if you're not a business person, you're somebody whom you want to move forward, it's a good thing that you follow us for our next trip in Singapore, because it's not only going to be exciting, or you're not only going to learn, but then you'll be able to see places. For example, here in Dubai, I was able to go to the desert, like safari. I've never been there. And I was able to also, see different forms of real estate. Like me, who is into real estate, at least I see here that they have a certain level of town planning, and the town is so very clean. Like, they have a certain culture here that everybody practices. So, like, working with us and coming with us to Singapore, you're actually